Hello everyone, LD3 back with you for another video. Today we are back in FIFA 18 and we are starting our brand new Manager Career Mode series today. If you guys remember from the last Manager Career Mode that I did, we played with Newcastle United. Now, within 2 seasons, they got a treble. They won the Carabao Cup, Premier League, and the Champions League. So, and honestly, in my head, Champions League is highest priority. And if you can get a team to the Champions League title, that is probably the greatest accomplishment you can get, and you really can't go any further except for like building the team up. So I thought, you know what, we're going to end the series right there with the Champions League crown. We beat Chelsea in the final. That was great. So we're going to start a brand new Manager Career Mode series, and I've kind of thought about this too, who I would like to play with, and we are actually going to go with Everton. Now, I said I wanted a more like bottom of the table team to like mid-table team. Everton are sort of in that mid-table range. They're, I believe, 8th or 9th currently in the Premier League. Definitely underperforming to the way they want to. Sam Allardyce, their manager right now. Ronald Koeman was their manager before. Neither of them are really doing great with the team right now. They had a couple decent, they've signed a couple decent players, but nothing special. They also have a decent transfer budget, so we can bring in a couple good players this year. Also, they are playing in the Europa League this year. Or they did play in the Europa League. They got out in the knockout stage, in the group stages. But we can play with them in the Europa League this season, so we're getting European football the first season. They're a mid-table team with a few extra pieces. They can probably go up into the top 4 and maybe fight for a Champions League spot, maybe even a Premier League title if I can get the right players. So you know what? We are going to start with Everton. Another weird thing, I'm a Liverpool fan, so this is kind of weird for me playing with Everton. But you know what? More friendly rivalry, the better. Liverpool has basically dominated Everton for years now, so if Everton can get a little better, honestly, the rivalry would be a lot better. The derbies would be a lot better, and that would be pretty cool. So you know what? We are going to start the Everton career mode in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. All right, now I'm just going to make the manager and stuff, and I will see you guys at the starting screen. Okay, guys, so the first thing that comes up when we go into the career mode is the preseason tournament invite. Of course, we are definitely going into that, and we are going to go into the highest one just to get the most money possible. Hopefully, we play well in that tournament. So right now, so I'll go through the emails in a second, but first, let's just take a look at the squad. Not great. Not great. We're going to put Saint-Toussaint up front because he is definitely better than Niasse at this point. Sorry, Niasse, but for right now, the side is okay. I'm going to say you got Gylfi Sigurdsson on the left, Theo Walcott on the right. He probably plays more, he does play like a right wing. Got Wayne Rooney up front. I might put Klaassen in there if he's decent. I'm not sure what his rating is right now. We'll find him in a minute. He's an 81. So I might put him up front. Who knows? But we definitely have some work to do. For one thing, our team is definitely a lot older team. We got, of course, Wayne Rooney. Morgan Schneiderlin's not young anymore. Seamus Coleman isn't young. Leighton Baines isn't young. I'm probably going to have to put him in the left back spot. So we're definitely going to have a lot of work to do. A lot of people say with Everton we're going to need a striker. Honestly, I think we can deal with Saint-Toussaint just for now because our back line definitely needs a lot more work. Our back line is getting old. Like I said, Leighton Baines, Seamus Coleman. We got Phil Jagielka, who's getting really old. Ashley Williams is really old. So right now, I think in this transfer window, my goal is to strengthen up that back line because if we can win like 1-0, 2-1 wins, I think I can feel good with that. But with this back line, it's definitely not going to work. So we're going to focus on the back line in this window, try to get a few players like I've done in the last career mode. For this transfer window, I'm going to show you guys the sims of the preseason games and then any signings and departures that we make. And yeah, let's just go in from there. Okay, guys, so one more thing I am actually going to be changing up in this career mode is the fact that I am going to be doing training. Now, not a lot of people, nobody really suggested this. I just have seen through other career modes that I've watched that training definitely helps out, especially with the goalkeeper. So we're going to have Tom Davies. We have Tom Davies back in this career mode, so we do have someone back from the Newcastle career mode. We're going to give 2 training skill games to Jordan Pickford, 1 to Calvert-Lewin, and 1 to Klaassen, just to get them up, Tom Davies, more so that I can possibly play him. later on in the season. Jordan Pickford, because he's going to be our starting goalkeeper, and I want him to do well. Calvert-Lewin maybe as a backup striker in the future, and then Klaassen just to have someone in the starting 11, improving strongly too. And while we are at it, let's actually go forward and play this game, or not play this game, but simulate this game against Lazio. Let's see how we do here. We're going to have Klaassen in the starting 11 instead of Wayne Rooney. Might actually try to get rid of Wayne Rooney at some point just because of his age. We're going to sim, and we have the 1-0 victory. Sigurdsson with the goal. Good start in this preseason tournament. Okay, guys, another change that's going to happen in this career mode. We are going to take an international job because we basically missed the World Cup in the last manager career mode because we weren't really focusing on the international side. This email just came up, so I just wanted to give you guys a heads up. We are going to be taking an international job at some point. If you guys have any suggestions for which country I should become the manager of, let me know down in the comments so that we can play with them in the World Cup. And here we are simulating the match against Villarreal. 3-2-1, a 2-1 loss. Theo Walcott with the goal there. I might try to replace Walcott at some point too, just because he's a 79 rated, and if we can get our entire midfield in the 80s, that would be good. And we also had Robbie Keane, and Seamus Coleman actually isn't that old. He's 28, so I can definitely deal with that. So right now, my main 3 spots are another center back, left back to replace Leighton Baines, and then our right midfield. After that, we should be pretty set. Okay, and here's the last game of the group stage against Valencia. If we win this game, I believe we go through. I'm not sure how Lazio is going to do, but we're going to simulate. We win 2-0. Lazio wins 2-1, but I'm pretty sure on goal difference we're going to go through. Let's just make sure. And yes, we are going to move through into the semifinals of this preseason tournament. Let's go. Okay, guys, here we are, semifinal. We are taking on Napoli, one of the better teams in Europe for a while, but they did get eliminated from the Europa League in the round of 32. So that's kind of disappointing. I am scouting a bunch of people right now, and I have a couple people in the short list. Once we get eliminated or finish this tournament off, I will show you guys who I have in the short list. We're going to sim here, and we win 2-1, so we are moving on to the final. Let's go see if we can win a preseason tournament. Okay, guys, let's go in, play this final of the European International Cup, see if we can go on and get a victory here. If we do, we get all of the transfer money that was available, which was about $8 million. We're going to go 3-2-1. Ben Yedder scored already for Sevilla, and we are going to lose 3-1. Saint Toussaint does score, so that's a positive, but we don't get the final transfer money. That is disappointing. Let's just check out some emails. We got a couple of transfer offers there. We'll check that out later. But our transfer budget is now officially $62 million. I'm hoping to possibly get use a little more out of that, either by like using some swaps to use a little less money for players, etc. But here is currently our short list. We got a few center backs here. Erik Dyer might be the guy I might try to go after. That might be my big signing. We got Kevin Vogt, who I think actually can come in for relatively cheap. Mustafi can't go. Just kidding. Guerrero might be a decent option to come in. He's only 23. Same with Ben Davies. I'm not sure how he's going to do. Christian Pulisic's my guy, though. Christian Pulisic is the right winger that I really want. We got Lucas Vazquez and Shaqiri, too, that are going to be pretty expensive. I think we can get Pulisic for relatively cheap, though, and we can probably get him for a swap at some point as well. So that's the guy who I want to get. I was trying to get this guy for, I think, all 4 transfer windows. I think I was trying to have a relatively decent chance of signing him with the Newcastle career mode. Hopefully we can sign him in this one. That might be the first guy I go after. I'm not sure. I kind of want to beef up the back line first, but we are definitely going to try and go after him. I will let you guys know when I make any transfer signings. Okay, guys, we might have just signed Christian Pulisic. We're going to submit our offer for things. He is going to accept the offer. I might have been able to get him down a little bit more, but it's honestly okay if I overpay for Christian Pulisic. Going to be one of our biggest players in this career mode. He's going to be scoring a lot of goals. I'm going to put him straight into training so that we can get him up and overall right away. I'm hoping by the end of the season he's like an 84-ish. That's kind of my hope right now. So that solves our right wing problem. Theo Walcott's going to go to our second team. They're the same overall right now, but Christian Pulisic is 18 years old, so he's definitely playing in our first team. The more time he gets, the more chances he'll be able to play, the better he'll get. Fantastic work there. Now let's go strengthen up the back line. Okay, guys, so I just got the news. We have sold Martin Stecklenburg. We have Nobles and Jordan Pickford as our goalkeepers for right now. So we didn't really need a third goalkeeper, so Stecklenburg was sold for £2.8 million. We got an extra $2 million in transfer budget. Not that big a deal, but it might help going forward if we do need to squeeze a little bit out for another sale. Okay, guys, we are currently negotiating with Erik Dyer. He wants his wage to be up a little bit. Let's see if we can get him a little lower, maybe just an easy $100K. Actually, no, let's go $98,000. And we're going to go with that, and we're going to see if we can get him. We are getting him for $30,500,000. If anyone was wondering, he wants it really at $105K. I'm trying to still go after a left back. It's not really the worst possibility because Leighton Baines is still an 80 overall. I kind of want to save some money though. But you know what? It is Erik Dyer. We're going to go for it. We're going to accept the offer. And now we have Erik Dyer on our squad. He's going to be with Robbie Keane in the back line. Definitely a better back line than the usual of like Phil Jagielka and Ashley Williams and even Mason Holgate in there. So I definitely will take that. That takes center back off of our board for important positions to fill. If we can get a left back, that would be awesome, but it doesn't look really likely with the funds that we have. But if we do, I will definitely let you guys know. All right, guys, so we have made it to the first Premier League game of the new season, August 12th, 2017. We're going to be at home at Goodison Park against Stoke City. I have a couple sales in the works right now. I'm not sure why I'm holding this pen, but I am. Drop that pen. But we are on the road to try and sell a couple people so that we could possibly get a right back going in. Taking a look at the squad right now. Erik Dyer already up to an 83. Christian PULISIC already up to an 80. Jordan Pickford already up to an 80. We are at a full 80 squad, and we haven't even played a game yet. That is a lot better than the actual Newcastle career mode that we played, albeit Everton's definitely a lot better team than Newcastle. But still, I am very happy with the progress our team has made so far. Hopefully, we can do very well in the Premier League. We're going to be on professional difficulty like we were at the end of the Newcastle career mode. We're going to see how it goes there. Like I said, there's a couple transfers in the works. Once they get through, I'll let you guys know in the next episode. And if they do go through, we're going to be going after that left back. So maybe Leighton Baines will be our second team. Maybe he's part of a sale. Who knows? But for right now, we're going to end this episode right here with our first Premier League game in the next episode. So if you guys enjoyed the video, go ahead and drop it with a like. Go ahead and subscribe if you want to see more from me. And I will see you guys with a new video real soon. Bye.